The Under Armour Camp Series made a stop at Houston on Sunday, and in this video, we're talking top performers. After stops in Orlando, Atlanta, Dallas, and Miami, Under Armour wasn't ready to leave the state of Texas just yet. On3's Cody Blair, he was on the ground for us, and he compiled a list of standouts. So let's get into his top performers. On3 MVP goes to athlete Lance Jackson from Pleasant Grove High School. In a camp that was absolutely loaded with talent, nobody shined brighter than Lance Jackson, which is why he was denoted overall MVP. Now at 6'5", 240 pounds, Jackson lined up on the inside and on the edge of the defensive line. His measurables are off the chart. He has excellent size, speed, pass rush skills. And during one-on-ones, Cody Blair noted that he flashed excellent bend and body control, and he was nearly unstoppable with his advanced pass rush moves. His ceiling seems to be through the roof, and he has a shot at becoming one of the premier defensive prospects along the front seven in the entire 2025 class. Now, Jackson is committed to Texas. He did that on January 21st, and imagine adding him to what the Longhorns pulled in on that 2024 D-line class. Watch out. All right, moving on. Five-star wide receiver Kik Lockett. The Houston camp loaded with wide receiver talent. So was the Dallas camp. Actually, the entire state of Texas is just loaded with wide receivers. But at this camp, there was one that stood out amongst the rest. And Cody Blair noted that Lockett stands at 6'1", 180 pounds, but has the wingspan of somebody that's nearly 6'7". He is rangy. Lockett looked effortless. While he was going through drills, it looked like he was going about 75%, while the DBs were going 100%, and they still couldn't stop him. He made several eye-popping plays over defenders, and what really stood out, though, was his consistency to win 50-50 balls. Lockett can be a dominant pass catcher either on the inside or the outside. He could play slot. He could play wide. Doesn't matter. Lockett's a true playmaker. He is currently uncommitted. Now, the recruiting prediction machine currently shows Texas and USC up there. I expect more teams to get involved, but right now, early on, I like where the in-state Texas Longhorns stand. Moving on to defensive lineman Jacem Stewart. You guys know all about him. He's one of our favorites in the 2026 cycle, and at this camp, he was physically imposing. Even as a 2026 recruit, he showed up and lived up to the hype in Texas. Stewart is the #1 player in the state of Louisiana. He's the #1 overall player in the 2026 cycle, and he balled out on Sunday. At 6'5", 260 pounds. Stewart was a bully during one-on-ones in Houston. Not just the size, though. He plays with excellent leverage and power. Cody Blair noted that it was borderline unfair for offensive linemen to try to prevent him from getting to the quarterback. He was just dominant. And remember, he's still in the class of 2026. Now, as far as recruitment goes, no favorites. It's very early on, but you can pencil him right into LSU's class. I think that the Tigers have a great chance of keeping him in state, especially with how they're recruiting right now. But the Longhorns are going to try to pull him out of the state of Louisiana. All right, let's move on to linebacker Jonah Williams. Not the best setting to judge a linebacker. So what did he do? He lined up at safety, and Williams showed elite athleticism. Like I said, lined up at safety during individual drills to show his ability to cover. Then he switched over to offense, catching passes at wide receiver. And remember, Williams goes 6'3", 200-plus pounds. He was excellent in coverage, taking on top tight ends and wide receivers during the camp. Cody Blair said that he had a gorgeous interception in the back of the end zone during one-on-ones. And really, no matter where Williams played, he was a star. And he's going to convert that to the next level, either playing linebacker, safety. Right now, On3 has him ranked as the #1 linebacker and the #11 overall prospect in America. And he's currently trending to Oklahoma on the recruiting prediction machine, but it's not over. I would also keep an eye on Texas, Oregon, and Ohio State here. All right, flip over to the other side of the ball. Wide receiver Andrew Marsh. Marsh made splash play after splash play on Sunday. Blair said that he genuinely may have the best ball skills of any receiver in the country in the 2025 class. Marsh was one of the most natural pass catchers at the camp. It's 6'1", 175 pounds. Marsh is the #8 ranked wide receiver in the country and a top 100 prospect overall. Texas, LSU, USC, and Oklahoma kind of seem to be the primary teams involved in this one. We'll see where he ends up. So those aren't all the top performers. That's just the top 5. Go check out the entire list of top performers from the Houston Under Armour stop. It's all up there on the front page of On3.com right now. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed that, go check out the hundreds of videos that we have on this channel, and also do me a favor, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel.